afternoon. This is Stephen the Medium, and welcome to Through the Static. And for every show I've started with, it's always the next thing I say is with Coach Elix, but I look to my right or your left, and there's no Coach Elix. So he abandoned me today, so it's just me and my good buddy Mark on the boards, and we're going to have a good time. So Elix is at, and I'm probably going to screw this up, but he's at the Harvard Medical School International Conference. And I blame Spirit because, before I'm even coming here, I have so many Spirit waiting because they know who's calling. So I'm having conversations. So Elix told me where he was going so that I could say it correctly. But it's a very prestigious conference. It's 2 days. It's in Boston. I think it's every year. And I think you have to be invited to go to this. And he is just that great of an executive coach and does so well. So I'm going to miss him here. And I was telling Mark before the show started that we always do a Facebook Live over the past 5 shows or so. I went into the conference room where we usually do Facebook Live so I don't interfere with Mark finishing his show, and for the life of me, it would not let me get on Facebook Live. So I don't know if it's Spirit saying, no, you're not doing it by yourself, but I tried and tried and tried, and it kept saying it was loading. So, I'm sorry that I couldn't get to Facebook Live, but I'm here now, so which is a great thing. I'm really looking forward to taking calls, but I just want to quickly just mention something that I experienced this last week. I'm still an attorney, and I'm still practicing attorney. I work in Brockton Juvenile Court, and it's like the greatest people there. Everybody from every level, every staff. It's the best. And I graduated in 2001. I started in juvenile court in 2003, and last week, the beginning of the week, and I put this on Facebook, I just received a phone call that a teenager that I was representing was shot and killed in Brockton, and it really affected me, and that's why I posted it on Facebook. I mean, it's out there now, the information's out there now, but when I posted it, I was just very conscious of, not saying whether it was a male or female or any identifiers, but it was the first time since 2003 that somebody that I was actively representing was actually shot and killed, and this was a 17-year-old that just had so much going for them. I got to sit with them, and very funny, very articulate, and I know that he's doing such a great job in Spirit and is going to be helping just as much as he was helping here. So I just wanted to share that, and just on Facebook I said for everybody, this was a loving family, a really great family that lost their son. So just make sure you grab your kids and hug them and say how much you love them, because we just don't know from 1 minute to the next. So it was tough. It was really difficult to go through that. I take that very seriously, what I do in juvenile court, as well as same thing here. So I just looked down at my text, and Coach Elix just texting me during the show live to pick up a prescription on my way home. So that's not right. See, maybe I needed just to spread my wings without Coach Elix. So I'm sure he's having a great time. So I do miss him. So, but I'm going to get right to the calls because that's what you want. And I'm ready for the first caller. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Dawn.
Dawn, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing well too. Now, I don't want to know anything about you, but is that a Rhode Island accent?
Yes.
See, you're my peeps. See, I knew that right away. Dawn, right? So that's a name that screws me up here in Massachusetts all the time because they think I'm saying Don, like D-O-N, and it's actually Dawn. So I get you, Dawn, so this is going to be good. So Dawn, let me start with this. Wow. You had my first caller in your very, very connected, Dawn, spirit-wise. But you have an idea, right? You know that?
No.
Well, now you do. So I can feel the connection. The Spirit gives me this particular sign when I know that someone's very connected. So, but before I start the actual reading, let me ask you something. Are you connected to Debbie?
Yes, I work with Debbie. I work with a Debbie.
Like as a close friend, also?
Yes.
The reason why I'm asking you that is as I was driving here, I kept hearing somebody for Debbie. But Debbie is here, right? Debbie's living.
Yes.
I kept hearing somebody talking about Debbie, but telling me that someone that was going to call was connected to Debbie. But I didn't know if that meant, relationship-wise, work-wise. Just know that either, and I'm trying to figure this out, but either you or Debbie have something really close, like a birthday or an anniversary. There's something. Is this for you, Dawn?
No.
You don't have.
Yeah.
Is your mom a mom figure crossed?
Yes.
So your mom is crossed?
Yes.
Okay, so she's just deciphering that. So let me just quickly tell you that the next time you see Debbie, tell Debbie that a mom figure stepped forward for her and she was driving with me here. So she wanted to give a shout out. So even though your mom is telling me that, Dawn, what's wrong with you? You've got, within a couple of weeks back, a couple of weeks forward, there's a birthday connected to you. It could be you, your siblings, your mother, father, or an anniversary of crossing. But your mother just said, is she serious? Your mother's very funny, Dawn.
Yes, she is. She was.
No, she still is. She definitely still is, Dawn. But she's telling me that she keeps showing me this huge bouquet of flowers, which is my symbol for birthday anniversary. So keep it with you. But she keeps referencing your father.
Yeah, my father's anniversary is coming up also in October.
So have you been drinking before you called me?
Nope.
I'm just kidding. It's a way that your mom just wants to let you know that she is giving a shout out to your dad. And you said it's his anniversary?
Well, yeah, he passed also, but my sister's birthday's in October.
Okay, so just know it just could be both, and I didn't realize your dad, your mom is talking to me, so I didn't realize your father was actually also crossed. So it's just also a way to let you know that he's stepping forward, to let you know that he's here with you. But you said was it your parents' anniversary?
No.
What did you say? Your dad's something coming up in October?
No, he passed away in October.
Oh, his anniversary of crossing. Okay, all right. So it's also a way just to let you know that he's here with you too. Where does Lisa? Where's the L come in for you? Linda or Lisa or Lori? Or there's an L around you.
My girlfriend, Lori, my best friend.
Sometimes when Spirit brings up best friends, it's not because they're getting messages. It's just really to let you know that your mom and dad know about your best friend, know that you're hanging with her, and just want to give sort of like a shout out and know that they're watching. But there's also, Dawn, health issues. So someone very, very close. Your mother and father keep talking about the health. Something's going on health-wise.
My brother was very sick.
Was that recent?
It was in February.
Oh, so that's recent to me. But why does your mom keep bringing me to the stomach area?
I used to have stomach issues, but not anymore.
Just know it's all letting you know that they know what's going on with you. They're with you, your mom and your father, and just stay positive. That's I never can explain why they tell me to say what I say or what they want for me to say, but they just keep saying, Dawn, to stay positive. And there's something with a job or some change. There's something coming up with you too.
Oh.
So it could be a promotion, or it could be someone very close to you, but there's something going on. So listen, thank you, Dawn, for calling, and your mom and dad give you a lot of love. And I think we're going to take some more calls after the break. But Dawn, thank you so much. A lot of love to you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. What was that?
On Friday, September 28th at 5 o'clock p.m., the community is invited to a family-friendly camping experience under the stars at Oak Knoll Wildlife Sanctuary. Participants will learn about camping equipment, learn map reading skills, and take part in a hike with nature education specialist Chris Hitchner. To register for the camping experience or to learn more, you can call Oak Knoll at 508-223-3060.
You sit down at your table, you get your card. 25 squares hold the key. Which one will it be? I-25, O-72, or Lucky B-13? Which one will be the square that makes you jump up and shout,
Bingo!
The Attleboro Elks Lodge 1014 hosts bingo each Sunday at 887 South Main Street. Open to the public, the kitchen opens at 5 p.m. with a variety of food available. Bingo starts at 6 p.m. Prizes are awarded and proceeds support Elks charities. For further details, you can visit attleboroelks.org or you can call 508-222-5502. Remember, Elks care, Elks share.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Where does the funding come from for the many great causes and charities that leave a positive impact on the community? Join AACS this week as we showcase the Cultural Council Grant Writing Workshop, a presentation that shows how to begin the process of achieving your unfunded vision. You can watch this program and all of our quality programs from around the area in high definition at AACS.com.
And welcome back to Through the Static. The phone number is 508-222-1320. I'm so impressed I remembered that by myself because I'm a mess. When I'm talking to Spirit, and I was just saying to Mark, when I'm in the zone, I don't know what's going on. I mean, this whole, not that I want this to happen, but the whole building could blow up. And if this room stayed like intact, I'd keep doing readings with the windows gone and whatnot. So, and just one little quick thing, and I think it happened with Dawn maybe. If you do get on with me and you're listening via online or through your phone, just please make sure you shut that off because there's the lag, there's the delay, and you'll be hearing, because I thought I could hear an echo, but Mark is the one that told me what was going on. So, okay, so let's go to the next call. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hi.
Who's this?
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, and thank you for calling.
Thank you.
So, where do I start with Anne-Marie? Anne-Marie, you got a lot of white light with you, which is a great, great thing. Just a lot of, when I see a lot of auras, as soon as I start speaking to somebody, it's just a wonderful thing. Take it from me, it's a good thing. So, okay, there's a lot of spirit here for you. So, just what I think I started with Dawn. Somebody keeps telling me that there's also a birthday. Is there something close connected to you? Birthday anniversary?
No, not that close.
This Anne-Marie, this is this is close. I mean, when I get this, they usually like 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks back, sometimes a month out, but no further than that. It's very, very close. And it could be...
my parents just had an anniversary.
When was that?
That was in September 16th.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of close, Anne-Marie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So 62 years.
Wow. It's a happy anniversary to your parents. And it's just a way to let you know that Spirit knows about it, and whoever is going to step forward will let you know that. So there's a couple of things. I keep getting, there's I was going to say a grandfather present, but grandmother and grandfather presents very, very close to you. So they keep telling me 2. So does someone have 2 kids?
Not me. I have more than 2. My brothers both have 2.
Okay, perfect. So when that happens, it's just a way, because I'm talking to you, they sort of want to reach out and let your brothers know that they're also giving like a shout out. So grandmother and grandfather. So your parents are still here.
My parents are still here.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's also Anne-Marie. There's a Bob. Who's the B? Who's Bob?
My brother's Bobby.
Okay, so as I just mentioned, and why they wanted to go to the brothers who each had 2 kids, is that your grandmother, your grandparents, they just want to also give a shout out to their other grandkids because they're not on the phone. So, but your grandmother just said something to me that just went right out of my head, and I'm asking her to bring it back. And your grandfather's chatting. So let me just go forward. So, Anne-Marie, there's a couple of things. There's also Kathy. Who's the CK name connected to you?
Karen.
Who's Karen?
Karen is one of my best friends.
Okay, wow, this is just like what happened in the previous caller. Just Spirit letting you know that they know what's going on with you. So, I got it back. So there's also a male connected to you, Anne-Marie, that he steps forward and tells me that he's a young male. So a young male to me is someone that left this earth before their time. So it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who was like 10. They could be 20, 30, 40, 50, somebody that we don't expect at that particular age to leave. But he keeps standing very close to you. So was this like an uncle, or was there somebody connected to you that you know that crossed a guy, a male that crossed way before their time? He makes me.
Yes.
So do you understand that?
Yep.
Is this a relative? Who? Just tell me.
No. Both were friends, both at different times.
Okay. All right, that's all I need to know. So just know that it's a way, and I can't tell, now that you said both, there's 2, know that was also part of the 2 I was giving or asking about the 2, even though your grandparents went to your brothers with the 2 kids. It's all trying to do double and triple validation. So Spirit knows this is a time constraint, so these 2 guys, both are guys, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so both of them are stepping forward. Was there a relationship? One looks at you like not like a friend.
A long time ago, yeah.
So, you know what, Anne-Marie? And I love this because he, let me just tell you, the way he's looking at you, yeah, whether it's long time, in Spirit, there's no time. Like, they don't have an essence of time. So they bring things up that, like that happened yesterday to something that happened 50 years ago. They don't care. As long as they know that you'll have it in your memory, because that's what it's all about with validations, that's what they want. But let me just tell you something, Anne-Marie. This one is, the other one just looks as a friend and very much has a lot of admiration, but this one, he's a piece of work because he's looking at you with a little wink and so he's and I'm sure you still are this way, but he just keeps saying to me that she's hot, she's hot. So just make sure you know that whoever this one is letting you know that. And there's also George. Where's the J come in?
The J, well, if it is a J or G, because J would be Johnny.
Now, but Johnny is one of the guys?
Yes.
Is he the one that's winking?
No, I don't think so. I would hope not. He was married.
Yeah, I don't want to cause any problems here, Anne-Marie. I'm just trying to figure out who's who. So Johnny is the, wow. So I got to tell you something, though. I just mentioned this. Johnny looked at you with, like, really loved you in a non-relationship kind of way.
Yes.
So
definitely.
And he just keeps saying to me that Anne-Marie has the biggest heart and the nicest, most empathetic person you ever want to have around you. He's just giving you, a big compliment, even though he also did say that everyone will say that about you, but the only one that really doesn't 100% understand that is Anne-Marie. So when I hear that, it's just a way to make sure you kind of step back into your soul and just really know, Anne-Marie, that when you go out on a daily basis, people that are around you, they should be honored to be around you because what you bring. So I just want to make sure you get that, and I always tell people everything that comes out of my mouth when I do this, there's a reason for it. You really get what you need and not what you want in these readings. So both of them are, you're going to have to do something with the other one, though, because he's winking, like the winking's getting faster. He's like a player, though. He's really like a player. So, but he really likes you, and it's a great thing for you to know that both of these guys, because Johnny just showed me. He said, "Stephen, tell her this when you're walking out of work or you're walking out of the house." I have both of them on each side of you, just protecting you and just making sure that nothing's going to happen to Anne-Marie. So
that's beautiful.
It's a wonderful thing, but it's also a testament to who you are in this earth. They also just told me, your grandmother just told me that you've got a multitude of things that you need, and I'm sure a lot of it you've already done to learn here. So I don't know if you've gone through like a lot of different areas of that you're interested in, or jobs, but you're definitely faceted. Like, I don't know what this means. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. So just know that maybe it's just that you have a lot of interest, but it's your soul here is like a sponge for learning.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Well,
a little bit. A little bit in a different way, I think, though.
Well, and whichever way you get it is the way, and unfortunately it's not like I'm talking to them on the phone and saying, Johnny or Graham, say that again. I have to try to figure out what they're saying. So just, if you kind of get it in that kind of way, just make sure that you get that. And someone's cholesterol issues. I keep hearing lipid. So someone connected to you, or did someone have really bad cholesterol?
My mother has high cholesterol.
And I know that after all those years, when you get older, of course you have cholesterol, but there's something with your grandmother and grandfather keep talking about something with the medication. I don't know what this is, but the wrong dose medication. But I always tell people when I do this, it's not going forward. It's usually present or past. It's just a way to let you know that they're watching.
Okay. No, that's awesome, because she does have issues with every medication she takes.
Well, that's the reason why they're bringing it up, Anne-Marie. So, but I also did hear that you don't get a better daughter than Anne-Marie. So,
oh, that's wonderful.
Just make sure you got these. Know you've got these two guys, and for you, I just told Johnny, keep your hands to yourself, okay? So leave Anne-Marie alone. So listen, thank you so much, Anne-Marie, for calling. This was a great time to get to talk to you and give these messages.
Thank you so much for your time.
Listen, you have a great day, and we'll be back after the break.
On October 30th at 6:30 p.m., the Center for Reconciliation will host The Hidden History of the Second Amendment, a presentation by Carl T. Bogus at Cathedral of St. John, located at 271 North Main Street in Providence. This is a free discussion on the history of the Second Amendment and how it intersects with the history of slavery in the United States. Guests will also have the opportunity to learn from local organizers about gun control activism today. Carl T. Bogus is a professor of law at the Roger Williams University School of Law. He has written and spoken extensively about both the Second Amendment and gun control policy.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks has been part of the Attleboro area since 1906. They have always been involved in community service and charitable fundraising, giving back to our veterans, supporting our seniors, and providing youth enrichment opportunities, such as soccer and hoop shoots, fishing derbies, and dictionary projects, while also providing academic scholarships. The Elks are over 800 strong locally, and their members are their greatest asset. To learn more, you can go to attleboroelks.org. Remember, Elks care, Elks share.
And welcome back to Through the Static with Stephen the Medium. Coach Elix is busy doing his coaching, and I have Mark with me on the boards. And 508-222-1320 is the number to jump on if you want to talk to your loved ones that have crossed and who doesn't. And I think I'm ready for the next caller. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Kristen.
Kristen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Listen, thank you for calling.
Thank you I'm glad I got through.
Well, I'm glad that you got through too. So let me start. Where am I starting, Kristen? Well, this is the calls that have come in. Mm-hmm. Every one so far has been a connection. So, do you know you're connected to Spirit?
Yes.
Okay. So, it's interesting when I ask people that, and I really feel like they know, and I think a lot of people innately or know somewhere down in their soul, but they can't get it to like sort of like their fingertips, and they say no, I don't know, but they, even though down in their soul they do. So, so Kristen, so there's a grandfather who steps forward. Is your mom's dad crossed?
Yes.
So he's stepping forward, but he points to me. So your mother's here.
Yes. Living.
Okay. So he's just one, two. He's just giving a big shout out to your mom as well as to you. There's a grandmother that just popped in and was like, Kristen. So she's letting you know that she's here too. But both of them, interestingly enough, keep telling me that your connection has waned in the sense that not your gift, but what you're doing with the gift. And I don't know if you've kind of, and which would certainly make sense because of we work and life goes on, but they feel I feel like you're really close to spirit, and then it pulls away, and then you're really close, and then it pulls away. So I have you taken classes and try to move forward with it, then stopped, or does that make any sense?
It does make sense. It's funny. I actually have been trying to figure out what the next step is to get more involved in this. And I did watch or listen to your video with James Van Praagh.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was looking at his school. So I literally this morning I was on the website to sign up for the school.
Oh my God, Kristen, that is so wild, so wild, and it's just a testament of your loved ones letting you know that they're watching, and remember too, and I think this is a really key thing to remember. If Spirit brings it up, it means that there's a reason that they're bringing it up, and the reason always is, especially when I talk to people that are connected and what I just talked to you about, it's because they know your connection and they want you to keep moving forward with it, and just to because what they collectively all want is to find people on the earth plane that can actually connect, because that's what they want. They want to. It's not just me. It's every medium. It's every psychic. It's everyone who connects. They want to keep giving messages to their loved one because the loved ones that are here really need it. And so for them to bring it up, it just means that whether you go with James' school, and just on a side note, was he not the best?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he is
unbelievable.
He really is
really
incredible. To interview him, to meet him in person, he is amazing, and I'm sure his school is outstanding. I'm sure of it because he's used 30 years and put that in. So so much of this phone call to me really is focused on that. Is really getting you to. And of course, you have to want it. But when I just said that, I just heard your grandmother say that's never been a question. My granddaughter has never questioned whether she wants this. She knows she has the gift, and she knows she wants to move forward with it. But there's fear. There's times a lack of confidence. And believe me, for all of us in this world that do spirit and connect to spirit, that's what it. I mean, I say, and I think I said to James Van Praagh, you can't be thin-skinned in this, because I remember starting and doing readings, and the person looking at me like, nope, I don't understand that, and me leaving and thinking, oh my God, I'm not connected, and it's hard. It's really, really difficult. So for you just one of the best pieces of advice that someone gave me that I'll give to you, Kristen, is that when you just said about you're not sure where to go, just have some time. Whether it's meditation or whether it's just clearing your mind, and really just surrender this to spirit, to your soul, to your soul's journey, and believe me, it will come back to guide you to where you need to be. There'll be signs to let you know what's. I'm sure what characteristics, like where you're good and how you connect, because that's different for all of us. But and hopefully this is making sense.
Oh, it does. I actually was even driving home the other day in the car, stuck in traffic, and this van was in front of me, and the license plate read medium.
I mean, how?
And I just started chuckling to myself. I was like, okay, the signs are still coming. They're coming.
Kristen, how amazing is that? I mean, and for you to actually, in a split second, you could have missed that. And what Spirit's doing is that they're making sure that you don't miss it, because they're saying you need to do this. And I'm sure that the best thing that's happened to me is when I've taken classes and I've read and I just received more information, and it just sort of just got me more excited than I already was. So I think you're definitely on the right path, and whatever you decide to do, whether it's school wise or not. What's the flag? Usually when I see a flag connection, it's military. So was there somebody connected to you that's crossed that was military, or is there a connection? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My grandfather was in the military.
Is this Mom's or this is Dad's?
My mother's father.
So the one that sort of started this reading. So, so just know it must be a way to let you know that it's him, making sure you know so much of this comes from him. But he also talks about a ring, also, a ring, like someone's waiting for a ring, or.
I am. My boyfriend and I were. He's in the process of selling his house and moving in, and the next step is he says I'm going to give you the ring. I'm going to give you the ring.
Oh my God! So it's just Grandpa and everyone else knowing that they're watching, and this is going to be do you have the radio on, or is it just me hearing an echo?
It might be just my headset. Yeah, I don't have the radio.
Okay, so no, listen, I'm not good with trying to figure this out, so I just wanted to make sure. But just know, Kristen, it's going to be, I just heard your grandmother, one of your grandmothers just say to me that this, as big as a celebration it's going to be, when he proposes, it's going to be as big celebration in spirit. So awesome. Why they say that is just to say to you that this connection is the best connection. So you two belong together, and there was I don't know exactly what this means, Kristen, but it just your grandfather just said there was a lot of spirit help to put you two together. So there was a lot of past things and that made the two of you get to where you are. And I don't know if it's you, but your grandfather also says that at some point it almost felt like I'm never going to be loved or find love again. So I don't know if that was a really harsh breakup with you or your fiance. I don't know what this is. All I know is that they're just giving as a validation. So. And I don't know if that makes sense, but where you are,
it does.
But your fiance, your grandfather just said, is so supportive and such a believer in spirit.
Yes, he is.
So no, it's just all just giving a big validation. And there's also, you talked about the medium license plate. They also keep talking about a license plate. Does someone have like a vanity license plate or something connected to you? Well, I keep seeing the back of a license plate.
Not that I know of, no.
So I don't know if there's any specific numbers or something on, or maybe someone who crossed had some kind of vanity plate connected to you, your fiance. So who's Mark? Who's
Matt?
Matt.
Matt.
So Matt.
Matt's my boyfriend.
So just make sure you know that the license plate is connected somehow to him. So I don't know what this is, and maybe he saw a license plate that sparked something like yours with the medium piece. I'm not sure, but next time you see him or when you see him, ask him about that. So because they keep telling me this is something very important with the license plate, and I'll just tell you the last thing: keep on the path you're going, and just don't ever let anyone stop you from knowing your connection and moving forward, because I just looked at around you and the bright star that you have, Kristen. It's pretty wonderful, and how you can help others in this genre is pretty amazing. So I'm just sending you all the white luck, all the love, and just making sure that you move forward with it.
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. Listen, thank you so much for calling.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great afternoon.
Oh, thank you, Kristen. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And we will be back.
Stop and Shop is sponsoring a free Healthy Kids Summit at Gillette Stadium on Wednesday, September 19th from 4 to 6 p.m. This will be an afternoon of play and fitness. Kids will participate in games to learn about exercise and nutrition. The Healthy Kids Summit is open to all kids ages 6 to 14. The event is limited to 400 kids and their parents or guardians.
As humans, we ask ourselves all kinds of questions. But what if we were forced to ask ourselves a question every day that affected the outcome of the most basic things, the most important things in our lives? The question is, what is your sexual orientation or gender identity? And the answer is the difference between keeping your job or getting fired. The answer is the difference between staying in your home or getting evicted. The answer is the difference between receiving medical treatment or not. Because in 31 states, it's legal to discriminate against people based on their answer to this question. LGBT Americans have the right to say I do, but they don't have the same basic rights as everyone else. Get the facts at beyondido.org. Brought to you by the Gill Foundation and the Ad Council.
You sit down at your table, you get your card. 25 squares hold the key. Which one will it be? I-25, O72, or Lucky B13? Which one will be the square that makes you jump up and shout, Bingo! The Attleboro Elks Lodge 1014 hosts bingo each Sunday at 887 South Main Street. Open to the public, the kitchen opens at 5 p.m. with a variety of food available. Bingo starts at 6 p.m. Prizes are awarded and proceeds support Elks charities. For further details, you can visit attleboroelks.org or you can call 508-222-5502. Remember, Elks care, Elks share.
And welcome back to Through the Static with Stephen the Medium. I am Stephen the Medium, and I have Mark on the boards. I know I've said this many, many times, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate Mark because he does his 2-hour show, The Jukebox, before my show and stays and volunteers and does the board. So it's a great, great thing. 508-222-1320. If you can believe it, there's lines open. So if you're looking for a reading and to connect with your loved one, give a call. How would you not? It's free, right? So Coach Elix isn't here with me. This is the first episode he's not. He's in a conference, a 2-day conference today and tomorrow, so which is a terrific thing. So I know I've done shows before in different subjects, and I know I've done signs, but I just wanted to share quickly with you that I was making grape jelly. I'm going to have to bring one in for you, Mark, next week. So it's something that I'm not a cook. I don't know anything. I don't know how to do anything in the kitchen at all, really, and Elix will really testify to that. He doesn't even want me near the kitchen. But years ago, a good friend of mine, Karen, who moved to Colorado, she had this cookbook, and she brought it to my house, and she said, listen, you have this huge grapevine. There's so many grapes. Can we pick them and make grape jelly or attempt to make grape jelly? And the greatest thing was that I grew up in my grandparents' home, and then my parents, bought it from them. And my grandfather came from Poland, and he planted a peach tree, a pear tree, a cherry tree, an apple tree, and a grapevine. And that was, I guess, making him feel back in the old country with all the fruits. And so I made this grape jelly, and every year, and this year I decided to make the jelly again, and I said to Elix, I wonder if Grandpa Stefan, who I was named after him with Stephen, and my other grandfather on the other side, Frederick, I was named after. I said, I wonder if Grandpa Stefan is, still knows I'm doing this, and which is kind of crazy that I talk to the dead, I'm saying that, but just, is happy that I'm doing it. And I looked down, and on the towel in between some of the grape jars I already placed was a heart. And I put that. If you're on Facebook, go to Stephen the Medium and take a look at it. It is just the most wild thing, just giving me all the love, and Grandpa Stefan is watching me. So, okay, so I think I'm ready for another call because I'm sure you're tired of my stories. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, it's Karen.
Karen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Listen, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
So Karen, there are a lot of spirit, and a lot of female spirit around you. And the cool thing with you, Karen, is that as soon as I tune into you, there's great grandparents, like great grandmother, I should say, because right now let me just focus on the women. Great grandmother, and it keeps going back. And
wow.
And when I see this, and I got to be honest, Karen, I've seen this like maybe I can count on one hand. It doesn't happen a lot. Is that they're very first of all, they're very proud of who you are in this life, on your soul's journey. But it's also a way to let me know that what they're validating is the strength that you have. Like, you come from a very long line of very strong women, and they just want to give a big shout out to that. So, and a very smart person. So, so there's also though, I just said there's all females, but there is a male coming in too. But he said, like, he makes me feel like a dad figure. So is Dad crossed?
Yes.
So know that he's stepping forward, and he just said he's outnumbered with all these females in spirit. So, but he needed to step forward. But he just said to me, my daughter needed to. She knows that she needed to hear from me. So just know that he's just letting you let you know that he's here. He just yelled out a name, Karen, that I'm trying to understand. It's a long name. Is there like a Gabriella or a long woman's name connected to you? I mean, I know that's a weird thing for me to start with.
I don't know.
Is there? Well, let me ask you something. Is there like a G, like Gertrude or Gabriella, or a G name connected, either living connected to you or crossed connected? Why do I keep feeling like Gary or Gabby? There's nobody connected to you, like even friend-wise maybe, or family here or crossed?
I can't think of anything.
So just keep it with you, Karen. So many times when I do this, I get emails afterwards saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get this person." So they're very. Your dad keeps or it could be like a last name too, like Gabroshin, or there's something, a very different name for me, and I just don't know if it's first or last name. And then he just yells out Mary, Mike, Mary. Who's the M connected?
Okay, so Mary was my mother.
Okay, so Mom is crossed.
Yes.
So just know that Mom is stepping forward, even though she was part of and she's very proud, and she was part of the strong women. So just knowing that. And your mother just said that's what she left you, not just in the when she was here physically, but just Karen, you're pretty unique with this line of strong women that just is way back generation wise. It's pretty cool, and I love it. So just know that Mama Mary is stepping forward too. There's oh Lord, is there a Greek with you?
Greek, not that I know of.
I'm asking because the name that she keeps and your father keeps saying sounds sort of, and I mean, I shouldn't even be saying this because who the hell knows? What were you going to say?
Go ahead. Oh, I have a friend that's Greek, but not family.
But is it like I'm trying to figure out maybe why they're doing this, like why they're bringing me to the friend. Is the friend also connected to the G or J name? Well, just
no.
Keep it with you, Karen, because your father just your father's funny because your father just waved at you like, she's
oh boy,
yeah, she's
trouble.
He said, in this particular case with my daughter, she's just a pretty face. So, and he's laughing hysterically, and your mother just hit him, and they're all joking around saying that's so not true because she's so smart. So, and I think I started with that. So, Karen, know that mom and dad are next to you. They also keep giving me the 4, number 4. So are there 4 kids? Is there something April? Is there something on the 4th? There's some connection with 4.
I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh, that's perfect. So there's 5 of you all together, but 4 siblings. Okay, so it's a way that mom and dad are just giving a big shout out to all of them. This name is killing me, Karen.
Me too.
It's definitely you know, I started with the name, then I started with maybe a last name, then I asked about the Greek piece. It is a place. Your mother and father just said it's a place, like Gibraltar, or there's a G or J place that your mother and father keep saying that is connected to you. So
Gaeta.
What is Gaeta?
Italy. That's where his family is from.
Your dad's?
Yes.
I just said to your father, there's no way I would ever got that.
No, that was way off.
I got to tell you, Karen, he would not let that go. He kept saying, Stephen, you're not going on to another call. You're sticking with my daughter. So, and listen, you know what? Spirit does that all the time because they want to make sure you know the objective. The goal is when I hang up, they want to make sure you say that had to be dad, that had to be mom. So, and your father is very proud of the roots from Italy. You said, right?
Yes.
So he's very, very proud of that. And I can smell the food. I don't know who, like the Italian food, who is like the best cook, or I can smell, you know, I don't know if this is his mom. I don't know if this is you.
Grandmother's, yeah.
Do you have, where you live, are there like upstairs?
I live up and down, yeah. It's myself, yeah. Yeah,
but your father, there's a reason why he just talks about the stairs up and down, but he makes me feel like was there ever a family that lived like upstairs and downstairs?
Well, not where I am now.
No.
House. Yeah.
No, but do you understand that? He shows me my family years ago. It was a tenement house, and there was like my aunts lived first floor, second floor, third floor. So he makes me feel like.
We lived on the first, and I had a sister when she got married, lived on the second and the third.
Perfect. That's exactly my family. I'm first, second, and third. It's just a way, Karen, to let you know that it's all, these may be random validations, but it's all saying, Karen, it's really dad, it's really mom. So your mother has not stopped squeezing you since I started this reading. Just keeps holding you and squeezing you, and just keeps saying how much she loves you, as well as your dad is doing the same. So there's also a connection healthcare. Because I keep getting pulled to the hospital, emergency room, something going on. So, somebody connected to you. Or I'm walking in through the emergency room, and I don't want to hang up, Karen. You saying, "Oh my God, what's going to happen?" Because it doesn't work that way with me. It's not something future. It's something present or past. And I don't know if maybe when you guys were young, something happened that you like. He's bringing up your father or mother, bringing up a memory of getting to the emergency room, but it just makes me feel like that's the entrance I'm going in to the hospital. So, or somebody was brought, maybe when they were sick, was brought to the, through the ER. All I know is that there's something that your mom and dad keep just talking about. It makes me feel when someone was pregnant, someone's being rushed in.
Oh, well, I've never been pregnant, so it's not me.
So it could just be siblings. Just keep it with you. Think about it, because it's just a validation, and just your mom and dad just giving such great validations. And they talk about the trip, some trip.
Well, I was going to tell you, both my brother and sister are in Italy right now.
Oh, my God, that's what they just said about the trip.
Up Italy, yeah.
Karen, I love this, and unfortunately, I'm out of time, so thank you so much for calling. Okay, and Mom and Dad give you a big love and hug, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Okay. So, listen, tune in next Wednesday. same time, same bat channel, 5 o'clock. Mark will be here. Hopefully the one that abandoned me today, Coach Elix, will be here. I'm at Stephen...